Evening, guys. What's the password tonight?
Evening. Password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase.
Cheers.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Man, I am not fucking ready for this. Not ready at all. Alright. Just make sure it's set up. I think we're going to be splitting fuel for this race. It's probably going to be the wise idea. And then just kind of hope that our tyres stay well. Last thing I want to do is what we did last time at Bathurst, and that was fucking bin it during the race. No way I want to be doing that again. Not at all. It's a 90-minute race, this one. It's bound to be something happening over the course of the race. We also ditched the BMW. A couple of things came out later on. It was over the weekend, actually, early weekend, to do with the BMW and some tricks that you could do. You could run zero wing and basically remove everything that was involved with aerodynamics with the M4. So we did a late call on the adjustments, removed it from the series. Unfortunate though, would have loved to have had the BMW stay. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they release a fix soon and we can bring it back into the Shakedown series. But for now though, we've jumped back into the McLaren, the old faithful. I feel confident in the McLaren, so we can only hope that it'll be okay.
Evening, what's the password?
Evening. Password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase.
Evening, Phil.
G'day, Huddy.
Oh, who's making an adjustment?
Howdy.
Evening, how are we?
Next question.
Password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase. Did Robert jump into the... I think we might have to reboot the server again.
Cameron, I've just sent you a PM.
Yeah, I've got that. Give me 2 seconds, we'll reboot the server. It won't take me long to put the entry list back on.
Thank you, sorry.
We'll just toggle this server. Download this. Config. Entry list. Do the insane scroll through like 100 drivers that have got their details on the entry list. Oh, actually, I need to stop that before I do anything. Paste. Save. Make sure it's rebooting quickly. Our server should be rebooting.
Cheers.
Just get out of the entry list now. Our server's back up. Password is pineapple, all lowercase. Better to get that out of the way early. It's not an issue at all. Just like if we got onto it early.
It's been a mental week, sorry.
Honestly, don't stress, man. Alright, what are we? We're only running 5 minutes behind. It's no biggie at all. Reload our setup. Actually, we'll spend this time running full fuel. So tomorrow's stream while I'm at it is kind of pending at this stage. It's going to depend on what we end up doing tomorrow. Going out and spending the day with the family. So depending on when I get back, we'll kick a stream on. And depending on how I'm feeling.
Could I get a password, please?
Evening. Password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase.
Cheers, mate.
So depending on how we feel tomorrow, we'll kick a stream on later on in the evening. We got the touring car series with Shakedown as well, so we've got to be involved in that. Evening, how are we?
Yeah, good. A bit worried about tonight, but we'll see how we go.
That's always the case around here. Password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase.
Thank you.
Adrian's in a bin. Oh, that's the M6, that's fine.
Knock it down off the hinges.
Alrighty. Yeah, so like I was saying, we might not be streaming tomorrow. I do want to do a stream, but it's going to depend on how I'm feeling when I get home. We do have the Shakedown touring car series. I think it's a Phillip Island off memory. And I wouldn't mind actually taking part in this one. I didn't do it last week. So definitely want to do it this week. We've also got to do a bit of clawing back with our iRating, or well, not iRating, our license on iRacing. I did a stream, it was like last Friday, did a stream. It went to shit. I was trying to get used to this Porsche, and it just wasn't gelling with me at all. We lost a lot. We ended up going down to Class B. We almost got demoted into Class C. So I did a couple of salvaging races over the weekend to try and get my safety rating back up. So tomorrow I know Sebring comes out. So we'll be learning Sebring while trying to claw back our I rating, our safety rating, not I rating. I need to get that right one day. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. Thursday is going to be a good stream. We'll be back onto the iRacing. We'll find something to do. Friday, probably going to be no stream if I'm being honest. I need to try and get as much practice in because we've got the Daytona 24-hour this weekend. So it's going to be a fucking massive stream. See if I stay awake for like 36 hours again or not. But before we get too carried away just chit-chatting, let's go and do some practice. Let's just pause that music. So I think I worked out if I end up using 3.51 litres a lap, we should be needing about 160 litres total. So we're going to split that up and we're going to take tyres at some point throughout the race. I think it was Misano. I decided to not take tyres when there was no mandatory pit stop. And they went to shit. Tyres went off, and especially around here, tyres are going to go off. But my goal is to not end up in a fucking wall sideways going down Skyline. Although I am absolutely sure that it's going to happen at some point. Oh god, as I say it. I hope everyone's doing well though. Man, ACC feels so different when you've been doing... I've been doing like a good 4 hours a day practicing the Porsche for the 24 hours this weekend on iRacing, and yeah, ACC feels different. Ooh, Then to break it earlier with more fuel there. Something I've got to get used to is race laps overlays on ACC. It's almost like second gear there with a lot of fuel. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be in a fucking wall at some point tonight. I'm feeling it. Two 035s. I wonder if they're doing low fuel. Need to brake earlier, well earlier. Maybe like 2 meters or so. Oh God, heavy McLaren. A really fucking heavy McLaren.
Yellow flag accepted. Yellow flag, be careful.
Password for tonight is pineapple or lowercase. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cheers for the follow, Jordan. Really appreciate it.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
How much damage do we have? 4 and a bit seconds. We'll just drive with it. We'll just do it. Probably better to get practice with damage now. Fuck. For like heavier car, we need the brake bias a little bit further back. I'm feeling. What tires have we on? We're on 2. The fuck? Let's run 55.6 for higher fuel, I think. I think that's going to be the way to go. Let's give this a bit of a test.
Yellow flag accepted.
Just run this one. At least we can see our predicted lap. Oh God. Oh my God, dude. At this moment, he knew he fucked up. What do we got? 4 seconds of damage. Whatever. We'll run it. Yeah, 55.6 definitely feels better. Especially for there at least. So this is pretty much the exact setup that I ran last time we came here. And we died on it. Evening, password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase.
Yellow flag accepted.
Evening, how are we? That's the way. Password for tonight is pineapple, all lowercase. I see we've got Regan in here.
Evening, everybody. I hope you're all well. Already got the password. I just waiting for the next camera.
Evening.
Underway. Crossing guys.
Oh, that's very wide. Well, 1.7 off pace. But we did make a couple of mistakes. Regan's already up into P3, fucking hell. Oh, he's in the Lambo too. God damn. First time I've seen Regan in a Lambo. Looks like he's going to be quick.
Underway. Crossing guys.
I need to stay off the very wide part of that curb. need to be cautious. Oh no.
Is there a mandatory pit stop for the race?
Negative.
Okay.
You'll have to stop that, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we'd do no mandatory pits, so then it's completely up to you whether you want to take tyres and fuel or just fuel, or leave it up to you guys. Whoa. How much damage are we carrying? 7 seconds. I think it's 15 seconds off memory is where it really plays a part here. Ten minutes left. Just keep on running this. As much practice in with this amount of fuel as we can. I feel like we lost a bit of time there.
Yellow flag is it? Be careful. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Hey Jamie, you in voice chat?
Let's try and get a good lap in. Oh god. Getting quicker with this amount of fuel. Not too sure how much literage those guys are using, but
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I wonder how Madfit's going with the Aston. I wouldn't mind actually giving that a go. I think I ruined that line. That would have been a good line. Thought I was going to overshoot it, so I went down to first gear. What are we averaging? 3.5 litres a lap. Oh, that's the wall.
Light damage on the front.
Let's get off this racing line. What are we? We're 1.3 off. And this sounds gnarly. It's good to see Danny up the front though. Oh, Michael. 2027. Fucking killer lap. How many we got? 22 people. We had about 26 say that they were going to rock up tonight. It's good to see RJ up the front as well. Got some good contenders up here. The one I'm more interested to see though is Regan here in the Lambo. Very interested to see how he's going to go. He clean sweeps one of our seasons in the Ferrari, I'm fair sure it was. He's a very quick young lad. Very, very quick. What's he doing? 203.8s. I wonder if he's doing high fuel runs as well. He's definitely got some pace over the top of the mountain, that's for sure. He does a lot of racing with Marcus. I wonder if they've got the Lambo because they're doing the Team's Endurance Series in the Lambo.
Thanks, boys.
Evening, Geordie. How are we?
No worries, mate.
Hope you're doing well. Yeah, hopefully we have a great race. I'm very keen to see how Madford gets on around here. He's been doing quite well. He was finished P7 in round 1 on his debut with us in Shakedown. So I'm very keen to see how he gets on tonight. As Regan, who I was just talking about, is very quick, goes up to P3. Glad to hear you've been doing well. Are you getting hyped and keen for the Daytona 24 Hours this weekend? I've done that much practice that, you know, I just want the race to kind of kick in. See if we can stay out for another 36 hours. Kingston, cheers for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been doing well. You still haven't fixed your PC, Geordie? Have you figured out what the issue is? Oi, oi, Kingston. Welcome in. Glad to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Let's go with Madford. It's right on board. We've got about 40 seconds if we kick on into the next practice session. So we've got another 20-minute practice and then we've got qualifying. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, how much fuel do I need for quality?
Strange to see no BMWs. For once.
About 25 litres.
Yeah, just a landing one.
Stupid thing is, my lap times are exactly the same when I tune the BMW as to when I changed all the aero to see if the hack worked.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't an easy decision to roll that out of the series, but after all the reading that I was doing, it's probably better to have it out for now, just until they fix it. But I mean, like I've said, if they decide to fix the BMW over the course of the series, we've got a list of those who were in the M4, and they'll get a DM, more than welcome to jump back into it. So, I mean, fingers crossed that it gets fixed sooner than later. Rumour is it's early February they're going to fix it. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Yeah, this is PC, Kingston. You got to take one.
New cars out by then.
Got to take one stick of RAM out and then swap to see if it's RAM. If not, then either motherboard or CPU.
Isn't there supposed to be a new Lambo coming?
Yeah.
Hopefully you can figure out what it is, and hopefully it's not too expensive there, Geordie. Last thing you want to have is your computer not functioning, especially when all these good events are popping up. It is a very tough circuit. Last time we came here, I ended up binning it completely. I was sideways going down a Skyline. I managed to get it back to the pits, repair the damage, but yeah,
Doesn't Ford have a car in GT3 class?
It's just a salvaging.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there is a Ford GT3. It's on iRacing. I'm not too sure if it's going to come to ACC.
Is that a GT, is it?
Yeah, Ford GT3, yeah. I can't remember what it's actually called. Give me a sec.
Oh, yeah, it's like the GT40, but like a modern one, kind of.
Yeah, the Ford GT, that was
the
it,
GT.
yeah.
The factory aren't running it anymore.
Then they probably won't bring it back.
That's a bummer. It was a blast to drive on iRacing.
Let's go and do some more laps. I want to
Oh, yeah, that's right.
get used to low fuel.
We're running Mustang.
What do we got? 21 degree track, 21 ambient. So the race laps overlays that you see on the top left, you've got the distance, the relative distance between drivers. And I think it's got fastest and best lap there. On the top of that, you've got the track temp on the left, ambient temp on the right. Obviously the fuel calculator, top right. Down the bottom of the screen, where are the tyres?
Yellow flag in sector 1.
You've got the current fuel with a gap distance. Cheers, Madford. Best of luck to you as well. I'm keen to see what kind of result you're going to get tonight. Aim for that top 7 again. Tonight's going to be about keeping out of trouble for the 90 minutes.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I wonder how Aaron's feeling. I was watching his stream before we kicked off. Here's Ajax on Twitch as well, if you want to go check him out. He was struggling a little bit. He was doing quite well. Usually we leave Bathurst until the end of the series, but I thought, nah, we're going to put it towards the front this time. Kailami next week. I'm fairly sure it's a sprint race.
We both went there, Jabba.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Just can't touch the curbs in this car.
It's also green tracks, so it's very slippery right now.
And it's going to be a good race tonight. As long as we keep out of trouble, it'll be a good race. Mainly the trouble that I caused myself going too quick over the top. I think 55.6 for the brake bias is going to be the way to go for the most part. See how it handles at 55.2, but with higher fuel, definitely needed it back a bit. Just see what kind of lap time we can get with this fuel. I think my last PB was a 203 in the McLaren. I'm a 202 in the Ferrari. I remember trying the BMW M4 around here. It was crazy quick. Oh, that was almost the wall.
Yellow flag accepted.
I think I need to map a button so I can take some screenshots. Save the replay, because I'm not going to be able to save the full replay in one go. So I might need to map a button after qualifying.
Invite. Well done, mate. That's your fastest start.
I think I'm not riding the brake enough. Especially turn 1, I'm getting a little bit complacent with the brakes. Whoa. A bit hairy there. So 9/10 off. You can only be decent on the circuit in the GT4s. What's your favourite GT4? Oh, I did a bit of, what was it? The Maserati. I drove a fair bit of the Maserati back when the GT4s originally came out. That's a fun car to drive, but fucking easy to get it wrong. "23 people. I think we're missing 3 people that said they were going to be here, but sometimes things pop up last minute and you can't always make it. I mean, they've got 11 minutes into qualifying, because we do start these sessions earlier because it's a 90-minute race. Ah, the Merc. The Merc's not a bad GT4. I find it's a tough track, especially with the cement walls so close. But it's one of those ones where you take your time and eventually it kind of comes to, but it's very punishing. Very punishing. It's not the easiest track to drive around on. I was just checking where we're going to next week. Kailami. It's a 60-minute race. I was wrong. It's not a sprint round. Barcelona for round 4. That's a sprint round though. We've got an endurance round at Monza, which is going to be a draft fest. That's round 5. Round 6 is Nürburgring. That's a sprint race. Zolder is round 7. That's a 60-minute one. That should be good. I don't think we've been to Zolder in quite a while with Shakedown. Round 8 we've got Spa with a bit of rain, which is going to be interesting. We did a rain race at Spa last series. It's quite nice. Definitely punishing if you got too close on the back straight. Got a bit of aero wash. Yeah, Kailami is a fun track. I think we did Kailami here with Shakedown. Oh, it was a while ago. Definitely a fair while ago. Produced some good racing. It was definitely very close amongst everybody. I think it was probably the closest I think I've seen everybody in terms of positioning. Try and tag onto the back of RJ. Oh, it's amazing. I love Kailami. I've had so many good races there. Definitely ranks as one of my top tracks. I remember when I was first learning Kailami, because I'd never driven at it before. And learning it was a different scenario. Definitely took me like an hour, 2 hours to get used to it. But fucking hell, like I remember starting it being like, oh, this track sucks, you know, as it always is when you first drive at a track for the first time. But no, it's definitely grown from being a track that I don't like to. Oh!
Got some light damage on the
I probably could have stopped that if I wasn't out of control myself. I think we're going to have quite a few moments like that. You felt that at Zolder when you were learning it. Zolder has to be one of the most annoying tracks to get right, especially when you're going for lap times. I was doing a bit of iRacing over the weekend and the Ferrari Challenge was at Zolder. And yeah, there were some people that didn't know how to take the chicane correctly at all. Getting airborne. It was like something out of Fast and the Furious these days. I think I want to be interested to see how Zolder goes for everybody. I think it's been a good 6 months, I think, since we've done Zolder as a track. But I'm sure it's going to produce some good racing. Is Regan down to a fucking 202? The alien is back. Oh, you love Zolder now? It is a good track. Trying it on iRacing, it's completely different. I find on iRacing you've got a little bit more leeway in the raised chicane. But it's not a bad track. I think I was doing 28 in the Ferrari, no setup. I'd be interested to see what I can get on ACC. It's been quite a while since I've driven that. Wow, that was almost too close. Man, I swear coming down Skyline has to be the scariest part of this track. Like not knowing if you're gonna be alive at the fucking bottom of it or you're gonna be dead. Regan's a 2026. Jesus. Oh, this section you struggle here. It's definitely a top part of the track. You take the curb and it doesn't like you, it'll spit you out, especially in the McLaren. So we're still a second away from fucking Regan. Yeah, that's it. The 2 straights to breathe before you end up holding your breath for the rest of the lap. We lost a bit of time there. Definitely killed the lap there. Oh god, we're dead. Fuck. It's just a combination of going too fucking quick. We've got 3 minutes. Yeah, that was a big F. That's what I did last time, except I spun it through here and went sideways, and I was parked sideways in the fucking track. It was not the best at all. Welcome! Welcome. How are we? Just glad to see you here. I reckon we could dip into the 202s if we're lucky. If we get it pinpoint, I think we could dip into the 202s here. What's Madford doing? Madford's in the pits at the moment. Probably making some last minute adjustments before qualifying. Yeah, back into the McLaren. We had to ban the BMW, the M4. There's a couple of broken elements to the car that unfortunately couldn't be fixed early. I think from what I was reading, they're going to try and bring out a fix and an update for it towards early Feb, mid-Feb is what I was saying. Regan went fucking... Oh no, Michael went quick. 2023. I think a majority of people are in the newer version of the car. That's a bit of a moment there by Nanny. I notice there's a lot of Bentleys and a lot of McLarens. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Madford did good here. He got a 2042, 2048 during this practice. Madford for P1. Oh, I 100% agree there. Madford's that cool, calm, collected. And as long as he stays that over the course of the 90 minutes, I think it's going to be good. Just the V12, you thought you saw an old Bentley too, but might have been the new one. What is the old Bentley? Are both Bentleys called the same thing here? No way. Nah, you got this, Madford. Just keep it cool, calm and collected. You'll be surprised at what happens over the course of the race. Last time we were here, I ended up sideways going down Skyline. Full fuel this session. Ah, that'd explain it. See, I was full fuel last session and I dropped it. But we're about to go into qualifying. So make sure you've dropped your fuel. It's going to be a busy track. We've got 23 people. Got a couple of people coming down the back straight. Finishing off their last laps. Yeah, just remember you don't have any mandatory pit stops, but it's probably wise to 50-50 fuel and take tyres. I mean, it's going to be 30 seconds. Everyone's going to have to come into the pits to either add fuel or do tyres and fuel. But it's probably going to be wise to take tyres. Don't think you've raced here without hitting the wall. I hope to break that run tonight. Oh, fingers crossed there. Fingers crossed. Just keep it clean, keep it smooth. That's all you can ask for. Cheers, Wilkate. I'm getting ready to smash this drive button. Let me out.
Green light, give it okay.
We've got Macbeth in the Lexus in front of us. Let's try and keep it out of the wall and get a good quali in. At 10 minutes. The first few laps I find with the setup that I've got in the McLaren, it's a bit airy while getting these tyres up to temp. The sun! I want to keep a bit of a gap between me and Macbeth, but I've got Dusty's about to crawl down my throat.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to do fuel, 100%. I plan on taking 80 litres at the start, just so it's not a insanely heavy car, because I plan on taking tyres, so we're gonna do the refuel of 80 litres.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
So I gotta be careful here. I want to get the draft, but I don't want to be crawling down his throat over the course of the top of the mountain. But I also want to get a good lap in, because you can only get a handful of laps in here for 10 minutes. So we'll keep up. Oh my god. This wire line, that's gonna kill me. Cheers for the public alert. Welcome to the streams. Glad to have you here. I'm really looking forward to the Daytona 24 hours this weekend. It's going to be a fucking insanely long stream. See if I can stay awake for longer than the 36 hours I did for the 24-hour Le Mans. Nah, this time I should probably actually get some fucking sleep over the course of the night. Oh, that's cooked it.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
The smallest of mistakes can cost you a lot. Now we're with P4 currently. Oh god. Fuck. Fuck. What do we got? 4 minutes. I think I'm just gonna ride that. We'll ride on board with a couple of people. Let me just put this 80 litres back in. Okay. Actually, let me just make sure. There should be 30. A 30-second stop. Yeah, 30-second stop with 8 litres. 80 litres. Yeah. Just right on board. Oh, 3,000th of a second Regan is away from P1. Do we reckon he can get it? Yeah, it's a bit rough. I got a feeling that I'm going to end up binning it at some point there over the course of the race. Fingers crossed though, touch wood, that we don't end up doing it. Some good times out here. I'm just over a second away in P8. Let's run on board with Madford though. Where is he? He's coming down the back straight. Oh, look at him. He's setting himself up for a lap. Making sure them temps are all right. Here we go. Do we want to ride in the car with Madford? Or do we want to stick with these cameras here? So we'll go straight on down the escape road. Come on, Madford. What's he got? He's got a 2041. He's probably cut fuel a lot. Man, there is like nothing between Rob and Madford. Oh, even down to Derek there. Derek's come back to the pits though. Aaron hasn't set a lap. I did see that he was going to sandbag it. I think we just had like 2 people leave. Ba-dum-ba. Come on, Madford. Bank the lap in, boy. See, if I still had the overlay in the top part of the screen, we could actually switch into his car and have a look at his Delta, but I don't have that part of the ACC overlay anymore. Whoa. Bit of a moment there. Do a bit of a reset. Get one more lap in. Man, I'm 1.5 seconds off the fucking pace. A 2:02.2. Jesus Christ. Oh, Madford's jumped up to P9 behind me. Am I going to be losing my position, boys? I feel like I am. That brief moment that he had coming out of Conrod is definitely what kept one position up. See what he can do. Checkered flags out. Oh no. I think he was a 127 going under the flag there. About 3 seconds off. I don't know if this is going to be a better lap. Hopefully he's still on a good one. There's definitely time to gain down here at the end of Conrod. Couldn't go better. See what Regan can do coming out of Conrod. Coming down to the last turn. Can he get pole? A 201. Jesus, man. See if Regan can get P2. He gets P2. Well done, everyone. Really, really good qualifying. Just remember, there is no mandatory pit stops. Completely up to you on what you want to do. Also, in regards to blue flags at the top of the mountain, probably better to leave it to one of the straights. It's probably the only safe space to let a blue flag go through. So yeah, just keep that in mind as you're going around for the 90 minutes. Best of luck.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Cam.
Spectator password should be spectator, Dylan. Should be spectator. Just quickly having a look. Yeah, spectator it is. Not an issue, man. Right, 90 minutes. As long as we don't bin it on the first 5 laps, I think you'll be okay. I think that's what I did last time. I think I binned it on lap 4 of the race. Track time's probably going to go up over the course of the race, but I think we'll just run whatever we do when we change tyres.
30 seconds.
We can make adjustments as we go if we need to. Tyres set 7. It's a clean set, isn't it? Let's just change that to 15. We definitely we haven't got a 15. Oh, I forgot to put a fucking...
Before someone say check the Bentley for aero bug.
Stay single file.
Yeah, it was more a compliment on the time you set.
Ah. Thank you.
Still worth checking.
So we don't normally have this UI widget up.
I feel like I should be on H plates, Audi. Yeah, I'll go.
But after round 1, everyone wanted the UI to pop up. We're going to have to get rid of it for the sprint races though. Just because of the way that we do things, it's going to put everybody out of whack.
Straight out of the museum.
Try and get as much temp into these tyres as we can over the course of the lap. Oof. Man, I'm nervous. I am fucking nervous.
Is time multiplier on?
Negative.
Okay.
There's the foot cam.
Yeah, it's been doing quite well actually. I went for a walk the other day, and the injury is still there, but it doesn't hurt while I race anymore, which is probably the only thing I care about.
Priorities.
Yeah, that's it.
As long as you can brake, you're all good.
I think I can.
That's what turn one's about.
Alright, we're gonna have reasonably cold tyres.
Go in double file.
You can see Madford off to the right in the mirror. Get ready.
Green line, give it all you can.
Not gonna make any moves into turn one, but we're gonna have the outside line.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Line damage.
What the
Ah,
hell?
we're out.
That's the whole field gone.
That went
Yep.
well.
Fuck. So it's up to everybody now. Do we want to do a quick reboot of the
Yes,
server, cancel out all the
Oh,
practice?
yes, please.
right.
Copy. Give me a moment.
What the hell happened?
I spun on the curb coming out of turn one, that's all my fault.
Wow.
So we're just gonna... Let's restart this.
Oh yeah, you just karate chopped me. Fucking hell. Yeah, that I don't think a single person got away from that.
I did.
Let's get rid of
Like
first
I
practice.
cleared most of it, then just brushed a Merc right after it all.
Just put in a 5-minute practice.
So you're restarting the whole server, are you?
Yeah. So server's just been rebooted now. I've put a 5-minute practice just to give enough time for everybody to get in. I've left the qualifying, so we'll redo qualifying and then go straight into the race. Session will run a little bit longer than intended, but it's probably the right thing to do at the moment.
Good idea.
So yeah, like I say, servers should be back up. Pineapple is the password, all lowercase. Interesting.
So does that mean it'll be manual positions?
Negative. I just restarted it. I just removed one of the practice sessions. So we've got 5 minutes. We'll run qualifying again. It's probably the easiest way of doing it, just to save a lot of time. Actually, let me quickly Google.
So is that right? It's a 5-minute free practice, then 10-minute qualifier?
Yep, copy that.
Cool.
I love it how I'm looking down at forward a session from practice straight to qualifying in ACC, and it comes up with everything to do with fucking Minecraft. Oh god. Oh, that was massive, Dylan. Regan got a little bit squirrely off of the turn one curb on the outside. kind of came across the track, and then it was like a full grid pile up. So I asked everybody if they would like the server to be rebooted. Everyone definitely agreed to that. So we've just got a 3-minute practice to go just to get everybody back in. And then we're going to rerun qualifying, rerun the race, and hope that it doesn't go that way again. I'm sure everyone's going to be a little bit on edge now. But it was the only right thing to do. It was definitely better to jump on that earlier than later in terms of asking everybody if they want it rebooted. I should have saved the replay though. But that was massive. I've never seen anything like that before. I've seen it happen at turn 1. Oh, you got it on your stream? Oh, fuck. I'm just loading it up. Oh yeah, chuck me a link. I just went onto your Twitch and there's no thing there. Oh, you'll chuck a link up later? Oh, send me a link now because I'm probably just going to bail qualifying and then we can take a look at it. Oh, it's on Naptix? Is that on YouTube? You're broadcasting the race? Naptic. I'm fair sure. Subscribe to him on YouTube. Has he got it up as Bathurst GT4? Yeah, it does. Okay. Let me just fuck. My race labs overlays are in the fucking way. Let me get out of them. I'll reboot them up. Trying to... Might have to just add it in. Where's this one? Copy and paste. Okay. And just see if this... It's not popping up. Why is it not popping up? Okay, we'll just put it over the top of everything. I can check this out. This is what happened at the start of the race. Yeah, dropped off the curb. You can see the moment Regan got a little bit wide on the curb. And then coming back on. That was a massive. Yeah, it was definitely a strike there, Lordy. That was huge. We all got off to a decently good start. Ah, cheers for the follow, Wardy. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Fuck, that was massive. Let's go this view. Go and check out Naptic on YouTube as well, guys. I'll just copy the link. Then you can watch the live broadcast of the stream. I don't hear any audio on the stream here, Dylan. Might want to
Driver.
just check in on that. We've got 8 minutes left of qualifying though. We might actually go into a lap. Let's just take 20 litres. There was definitely a full accident by Regan. I think his combination of maybe trying to get used to the Lambo. But that was a massive accident to have. I don't have all the overlays are on the stream, but I don't have them on my screen. I have to reboot them. I might just bring this up for now, just so I can see who's coming up. A little bit unfortunate that that happened at the start. It's the first time we've ever had to do that in the whole time of me running Shakedown. First time we've ever had to do that. So it's definitely going to give a lot of people a second chance at getting a better qualifying time. But if I knew how to pre-grid everybody and stuff like that, then we would have just been able to do that. But this is probably the easiest and most convenient way of doing it. Just give everybody a second shot of qualifying. But I mean, like I say, I've been running Shakedown for nearly 12 months now, and we've never had anything like that. We've maybe had like a couple of cars involved in a crash, but never anything that big. I think we lost a couple of people from that too. We'll have to check.
Careful, careful.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Oh god. Probably got a second or two worth of damage, but that's all good. Better than what everybody had before. Yeah, 1.7 seconds of damage. Actually, what's my brake bias at? 55.2. We'll see how it goes down the end of here at Conrod. We might rotate that back. Definitely works better with low fuel.
Yellow flag accepted.
Good luck with Monaco on a mountain. That's fucking gold. Yeah, I love the McLaren. It's quite a nice car. How far off are we? 2.5 seconds off pace. We should be able to get one more lap in after this.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. There's a slow car ahead.
Then we're going to lose a little bit of time from that. What were we? 2.25. Lost a tenth. Losing a tenth isn't that bad.
Thanks, John.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Damn it.
Well done, mate.
I lost like half a second on that lap. I'm just going to take it back to pits. This is about where I started last time, so I'll take that. No point pushing it too much further. Michael's still on pole, which is good to see. At least he retains that position. I think I started P8 and Manford was P9 last race, so everyone's almost exactly where they were. Let's put that back up to 80 litres. Let me reopen my overlays. And then at least I can see them. What happened last race definitely wasn't the most conventional. But at least we got the session started again. One thing I'm noticing as well is I'm wondering if half my Streamlabs shit's decided to cark it. Cause yeah, I noticed chat isn't coming up on the screen either. Drag that up to there, then at least that's on the screen. I wonder if it's because it's all down here. How to do it? Yeah, there we go. That's now on the screen. Very fucking small though. Why is... Just raise that a little bit. Music's right behind Madford. Yeah. It'll be interesting. So I start P9 and Madford starts P10, which isn't too bad. Adrian starts P12. Yeah, this is the free version of Race Labs 40. Wait, that will put you with Music Pioneer. It's all good. We take what we get. Alrighty, let's try this again. Same as before. Let's all be cautious and a bit wary. Best of luck all.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck.
Not stopping again.
No, this time we're going to have to run it through, otherwise it's going to get way too late for a lot of people. So, if anything happens this time, lads, I'm sorry, but we're just going to have to run it. You're using another overlay software, but you're going to check out this one. Definitely worth using Race Labs. It's in the beta build at the moment for access. You got to change a couple of things. You got to change the broadcast document. You got to remove the password and change the port to, I think it's 9001. They've got a bit of a guide on the Race Labs side of things. But definitely worth it. What overlay software were you using before for ACC? If you use iRacing, 100% agree to using this. Yeah, there's a Twitch chat overlay as well. I don't have it personally on my screen, but there is, under the streaming section, there's like a Twitch chat thing that you can bring it onto your screen rather than having to look somewhere else. Oh, I've seen that software. It looks very fucking good. Looks very good. I downloaded it. I never booted it up, but I've seen a couple of other streamers using it, and it was quite nice. Looked good. But yeah, once I found out Race Labs brought out software for ACC, I jumped straight onto it. I've been using this for iRacing for a while now. So it was one of those things where definitely jumped straight onto it. Did what I could to get it to work. It's currently in beta though, so it's getting a lot of updates and all that kind of stuff along the way. So there's a lot of functionalities that you could use it for with iRacing that you can't quite use it for here yet. I assume those functionalities are going to come. But I think the biggest one that I learned, might have been 3-4 weeks ago, was the fact that they had a Twitch chat box that you could bring onto your screen as well. Definitely saves having to kind of veer off your vision away from the track. But because of where I've got all my Race Labs overlay, where I originally put the chat, it was like in the way of seeing through a lot of things, especially out the right hand side of the car. Struggled to see out of there. But I think it's quite good to have software like that. I might have to try out that software. I might have to install it. I can't pronounce it, but I might have to install it and give it a go. See if it's any better than Race Labs. We're all getting a little bit ahead of the UI. I got a feeling a lot of people are going to have some fucking nerves now, especially after what just happened. But if this was like a 60-minute race, then, you know, it'd be a lot easier to do a restart. But because it's an hour and a half, the 90-minute race, it's not the easiest to keep on restarting. as much as I wish we could do another restart, it's just going to get too late. Like for me, by the time this race ends, it's going to be 9:30. For people in Victoria, it's going to be 10. So it's definitely a lot later than what we usually would run, which is why we start earlier. But fingers crossed, everything goes well. The favourite, how are you? Good to see you here. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a few nervous people. I definitely know I'm a little bit nervous now. Before I get too carried away, let's pause that music. I linked it before. Naptic's got a stream on YouTube, broadcast of the race, if you want to watch from that perspective.
Green light. Go again.
Okay, fingers crossed. I'm sure Regan's not going to
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
do what he did last time, as I almost been on the curb.
Clear on the right.
Like a draft train on the right.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
You're predicting I'll finish in P7? Fingers crossed. I wouldn't mind having a good result out of tonight. It looks like the nervousness of what happened last time we started got to everybody. We've all gotten through lap 1. Currently in P11. I lost a couple of places. I was a little bit more nervous, I think. Madford's getting a bit of pressure. Just keeping this draft. Rob's definitely giving Madford a run for his money here early on.
Car on the left.
Oh god, are we going to get right through here, Madford? Oh,
I've got some line damage at the front of the car. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
fuck! I thought me and Madford were going to go too wide through there. It's probably one of the scariest places to do it. That's on me though. Good on him. Keeping that pressure on. Still got a very long race to go. How much damage do we have? Fuck. 8 seconds. It'll be alright. We'll be alright. Definitely a combination of having cold tyres. Music gonna keep the inside. Fuck. That curve always gets me, man.
Right on me. The fastest lap so far.
The nerves, I tell ya. Let's get into a rhythm though. These tyres should hopefully come up to temp towards the end of this lap. Fuck! Fuck! The car gets so unsettled at the bottom that it's so easy to make a mistake. Should have sat in the draft. Fuel's coming. What are you going to do, Fuel? Are you going to back out? We're gonna have a bit of damage to fucking repair, that's for sure. We've got to have some good laps. We can't afford too many more mistakes than what we've had. We've already cost ourselves like 10 seconds. The damage doesn't feel too bad, to be honest, so we could probably just bail it. As long as it's all bodywork. Yeah, it's all bodywork. So as long as we keep it clean over the next, I'd say, half hour before we come into the pits, I think we should be okay to skip repairing the damage. I'm fairly sure it's only like 15 seconds of bodywork damage is where it starts to play a part. Keep in this draft. I do like the look of Derek's McLaren though, it fucking looks good. I like the yellow and the black. Looks like a bumblebee almost. Looks sick. Don't touch that curb. Fuck me.
Well done, man. This is me. You're so fast.
It's gonna cost us a bit. Gonna get into this draft. I wonder if there are going to be people that just take fuel, because taking tyres is probably the only smart way to go. Adrian did what I did a few laps back. It doesn't take much. I think he hit the inside wall though. Hopefully he can get it to the pit lane and repair the damage. Madford's up into P10, which is good to see. So we're a little bit quicker than Derek that last lap. Just need to get some good laps in. Swear to God, I've said don't touch that curb 3 laps in a row now. A little bit of a wide scenario there for Derek's going to cost him not much, but it'll get me a little bit closer. Definitely quicker over the top though. Oh, that was going to be a bad line to try and take it. Now I'm fucked.
Light damage in the rear of the car.
I need to try and turn around. This is going to be awkward as fuck. Only way I can do it is this. Oh fuck. Now I'm in the middle of the shit. I was expecting that to happen at some point. I did it last time with this setup. Hopefully not too much more. Yeah, see now we're gonna have a bit of aero damage. Fucked up. Oh my god, get rid of the UI. What am I doing? It's just the worst place to be fucking parked facing the wrong way around. Actually, pit stop. No, we still need to lose more fuel. I have to keep an eye on that. Just try and keep it pointing in the right direction. And while I got a moment. Okay, so there's no suspension damage, it's all bodywork. I have to monitor my laps and kind of see how I'm travelling. It's going to depend on if we fix it or not. I think we could go through without fixing it, as long as we don't park at the fucking wrong way round again. I should have slowed down even more, because there was no way I was going to make the turn here if I tried to turn it in. That would have just been death. So I had to ride it down the escape bit, but I should have had more sensors while doing it. Like, if I was smarter about it, I would have lifted off, slowed down a lot more rather than at the last minute where the bump is. That's all good though. Still got an hour 15. We'll make do. I'm sure we'll find someone to have battle with. That's the second time I've had to drive backwards up the fucking mountain. But sometimes there's no other way, like, it's like a 6-point turn. We probably could have easily had a decent top 10 result here. Been pretty happy with Kelter though. I remember when he came into the series, he's like, I'm not that quick. I'm like, man, don't stress. You'll get quicker. Just enjoy the racing. And even though he fronts up the back of the grid, he does a fucking solid job at doing it. I'm really looking forward to seeing him progress as a driver. He's very aware as well. He knows when to pull out when someone's a little bit quicker, but he sticks with it, which is the main thing. Like, everyone's going to have an average race at some point. Some tracks they excel at. I mean, fucking hell, he's keeping me honest here. We should have a good battle with him. I mean, what, everyone else is what, P17's about 11 seconds up the road. Just want him to keep his eyes forward.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. We've got
Sorry,
some severe
Cam.
damage on the front of the car.
You're all good, Chief. As I was saying, I want him to keep his eyes forward, not make a mistake. That's all good though. Mistakes happen. Let's just turn it around. We got a bit of damage here. Might be wise to come into the pit lane, I think. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a bit of damage. I think we're gonna come into the pit lane. There's no way I'm gonna risk this over the mountain. That's sketchy. I got a minute. We're gonna get blue flag like crazy, but oh well, let's come in and do it. How much fuel do we need? About 74 odd litres. Might have to do another stop. But there's no way I'm risking this light feeling car through the mountain to possibly have even more damage. Let's come in and get this repaired. Couldn't tell if my fucking pit limiter was on or not. I think that P7 prediction's gone out the window. Sadly. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it just with this stop. I think we're going to need to do another one. Everyone's coming around now. P6 has just gone past us. Fuck. Bathurst claims me for the second fucking time. One day we're gonna survive this. But I mean, there's still a good hour of racing to go, so I'm not just gonna bail. Okay, let's go. Let's hope we don't get a fucking penalty, because I didn't know if my pit limiter was on or not. Yeah, 100%. Anything could happen at the end of the day. So we need to save at least, what, 9 litres? To make it to the end? I don't know if changing engine maps really gonna have that much of an effect. We're on map 2. See if we can save any fuel that way. But I've got a feeling no matter what we do, we're going to have to come in for a bit of a splash and dash. Whoa! All I saw was this massive message, and I was like, "What's been said?" Out of all of that, to save me a lot of reading, what's the best fuel saving map for the McLaren? Six is the most fuel saving. All right. It's gonna be slow. But if we can sacrifice a little bit of time, let's go to 4 to start off with. We'll run this for a little bit. Yeah, try 4. Because worst case scenario, we'll go to 6. But what I don't want to be doing is being like a safety car effectively. So I'll run the 4. See what it can do. If it can save us some fuel over the next couple of laps, then that means we'll just run it. At least it will save us coming back into the pit lane. I can't guarantee that we're not going to die again at some point. And if we do, we'll just go to pit lane, fix it and come back out. It's just a part of this track.
There's a slow car, man. Yellow flag, be careful.
Who's that? One thing I notice about doing Bathurst is, you know, there are always people that are gonna die around this circuit. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, 100%. My McLaren is quite low, especially over the top of the mountain. It scrapes like crazy. It's probably one part as to why I died with this setup last time, but I've been doing a lot of Daytona 24-hour practice over the last couple of days, and I kind of neglected practicing. So thank God I still had my setup for the McLaren. I just thought we'd do a couple of tweaks today and see how she runs. It's definitely a lot nicer to run than last time we came here, that's for sure. That was right as the 1.8 update came out. So it's definitely running nicer, but it's that thing, I always knew that there was more work needed, especially for here. Like there. I need to try and stop the oversteer, because it's fucking horrible. But that's the way it goes. Fuel's coming to the pits though. He's got it out of the way. Let's see what this lap ends up being. I think 206 is quite slow compared to before. See how this is going over the line. I don't know if we're actually saving fuel or not. We're gonna need another 10 litres. Actually no, we saved 0.1. So if we do another 95 laps, I think we're going to have to come into the pits to top her up anyway. We'll run it for another 10 minutes and see what happens. And then we might just come in, do a quick splash and dash and just bring it home. No, I don't think we're going to save fuel. I think we'll just go back to map 1. Oh, not map 12. We'll go back to map 1 and we'll probably just do the splash and dash. Because at least that'll give us some chance of maybe salvaging a position or two. So I think Nick's just coming out of pits. Fuck, the mountain is so quick in this car. I think the Honda's probably the quickest car around Bathurst with the BOP. That was a bit late. I'm lucky I didn't go onto the grass. So Nick's for position, I think. We're down at 8.8 litres on finish. Or need 8.8 litres. Wait. I take that back. I don't think we need a refuel. I think we're going to finish with fuel. I was reading the wrong tab on the fuel calculator. Refuel's 1.8 litres. But I think that's for max. Yeah, that's for maximum fuel over a lap. We're going to need another 2 litres. Let's push. Let's do this. It was me sitting here the whole time being like, when did it say fuel? I think we're going to be all good. not carrying any damage though, are we? 4 seconds. That was that brief moment going into the wall though. Could have braked a little bit earlier there. I hope Madford's kept it out of the wall, because he said he wanted to have a wall-free race. So let's hope that he's been able to achieve it so far. I think this is P14 in front of us. Not going to be able to get enough draft.
Pitting in camera.
Copy.
Car on the left. Player on the left. Faster car coming up behind. Watch out. Gaining on the car ahead of sector 1.
Let's keep pushing. I'm glad I didn't go for a move there. I had a feeling he was going to come into the pit lane. See if we can keep this pressure on. And out of the fucking wall! Fucking hell. Oh, that was almost fucking scary. P1 and P2 are going at it. Regan and Mike. They're right on each other. 41 seconds back. We're going to be back better and stronger next week. Guaranteed. I think I said that last week. Our tyre pressures are going through the roof though. What is track temp? Around 21 degrees. I think I worked these tyres for 19. They're not too bad, but they're getting a little bit over pressure on the rear. Coming back up to Kelter. Fingers crossed. I'm not going to say it again because he'll end up making a mistake. So let's just, yeah. Let's just have a battle with him. I think he was looking in his rearview mirror as I was coming last time. Lost track of where he was at. It's very easy to do when you got a driver bearing down on you. Is to watch the rear view. All you got to do is keep your eyes forward. And 50 minutes to go. Fuck's sakes. Same spot that I fucked up that one time. Oh no. It's just a combination of going too fucking quick and not being able to slow the car down enough. To be honest, the right eye probably doesn't help there either. I might actually jump back on early tomorrow before I head out and do a couple of laps and see if I can fix this setup.
Nice job, Herbert.
I just hit a code brown.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to fucking cut you off at the...
Regan at a code brown. And they're pretty quick up the front. They're doing fucking 202s. The last lap was a 202. The fuck? They're probably getting to that point where they've got low fuel. I wouldn't mind catching up and having a battle with Kelter. What is he, 16.5 seconds? So I think we're out of the range of where we need to refuel, and we're going to finish with fuel. But that minimum's coming down. Look the grass.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Halfway through. Mike's come into the pits. Wonder if Regan's gonna go another lap or two. Damn, even RJ's doing 202s. It's good to see this kind of pace here.
No, I won't choose.
The car just doesn't like that part of the track, so at least I'll be able to go back and figure out why it doesn't like that part of the track afterwards. Look at the Motec down it. Is anyone coming out of pit lane? Paul. So we'll have to keep an eye on Paul. His fastest lap is a little bit quicker than ours, but he might have some pace. Now he's got some fresh boots on. That was a lot nicer through there that time. I think it's just going too wide. After you go through Skyline, you come down. I think it was just going too wide, scrubbing out on the track while all the weight's transferring. I've got a feeling that's what I was doing wrong. We need to try and keep a bit of a tighter line through there. That's my gut feeling right now. Because every time I've gone through there and I've had that line that I just had, I haven't had an issue. But every other time I've gotten off the brakes a little bit, there's been a problem. Got a bit of traffic that's just come out of the pit lane.
Go on the left.
There's not many people left in the race. What do we start with? 23 and we're down to 17? I think we lost 1 or 2 drivers after the crash. They just went nah. But I wonder if people have had some pretty costly mistakes and they've decided nah, no point running, which can happen. Fucking hell, that was... I had to take that little bit of wall there. If I tried to adjust out of that, we would have been around again. I'll take a little bit of damage from it, just to conserve the car. I really want to find out where Madford is though. He's not even a relative. He's top 10. That's all that matters right now. Oh, there we go. He's in P2. You can see it on the bottom part of the relative in the Race Labs overlay. So he's gone the long game, which I don't blame him for. I wouldn't mind knowing if people took tyres and fuel, or if people were just going in and doing fuel. Be interesting to know what everyone's strategies were, especially when you don't put limits on things. I think next week for Kailami, I think we're going to do mandatory stop for tyres, and we'll put a pit window. Just because that's probably the only way to keep the grid close at Kailami. Oh god. Nothing like taking the escape road. What's that, second time now? At least the race has been full of antics though. It's been a good night. I mean, I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream despite the mistakes that I've had. And by the looks of it, they're not going to stop anytime soon. See if we can hold Paul off, but we might have to let him go. I think we'll hold for now at least. We'll have to monitor it. So I don't want to hold anybody up. Last thing I want to be doing. can hold it for a little bit. I think that's Kelter right up in front of us. Madfin's gone into P1 because Marcus has come into the pits. I hope he's watching his fuel. Brakes are quite warm. As long as they're maintaining, that's all I care about. Drop quite a bit.
Faster car coming up behind you.
Con rod, please, Cam.
Copy, I'll lift off.
Cheers, mate.
Take left.
Got it. Thank you.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, that one was almost a bit too airy to stick with it. So those things you gotta do as blue flags. Even though I'm the admin, I still gotta fucking adhere to the rules. Ooh.
There's a time in the car in front to set the throttle.
Mate, sorry.
We're definitely all clear for fuel. That's for sure. I mean, if I finish P17 after this, fair play. I was definitely nervous at the start of the race, given what happened at the start before we restarted the server. Had a lot of nerves after that.
Coming back on the chase.
But then I made a couple of errors pushing too hard. So there's definitely no one else to blame but myself. But what we can do is learn from it and do better next week. Just as long as none of this shit happens during the Daytona 24 hours this weekend, I'll be happy. That's all I can ask for. I mean, I put more practice into the Daytona 24 than what I have this race. That's for sure. I think I've done a good 15 hours of practice. A lot of that was learning the Porsche because I'd never driven it on iRacing before. I don't even think I've driven the Porsche in ACC. I've driven the Porsche Cup, but I don't think I've ever driven the GT3 Porsche.
Pass right in the S's. Cheers.
I'm hoping Kelter doesn't make a mistake.
To the left.
Thanks, fine.
Oh, he's letting him go. That's what I was saying earlier. Kelter's very aware. He knows when to give it up. Especially not to impede on somebody's laps. Sometimes it's better to concede a battle that you're not in and just jump back into the draft and make it home. See if we can get the draft on him down here. We might be able to get a position. It's been a tough race though. Still got half an hour to go. How quick does the McLaren hit in a tow? I think I was nearly hitting 280 by myself. That was almost 280 there. I had to stop looking so I didn't crash. I did see it go to 279 though.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That's unlucky. I think he was watching his mirror. I don't know if we're going to be able to get anybody else for position. I think that was pretty much the only battle that we had. Just made a couple too many mistakes.
Fuck, sorry, mate.
I'm hoping these tyres don't go off though, because I think we came into pits at the hour remaining mark. So I'm hoping they hold on. Fuck, that was close. What a tyre temps. Nearly 90 degrees on the right. Low 80s on the left. I definitely am starting to feel the flat spots through the wheel. So quicker in sector 1, 2 and 3 on that last lap compared to Robert, which is P15. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that position though. Seems like a very long stretch, especially considering I can't see him in the relative. Oh, it's like one whole lap off, I think. Regan's got what, 8-second lead in P1? I wonder if RJ's going to catch him. Good to see Rob up in P7. He normally gets caught up in the bad end of the stick. Ends up in a couple of accidents, none on his merit. It's definitely good to see him up there. Hopefully we'll see Dan back next week as well. Bit of a shame to not see him here tonight. Hoping that he's doing as well as he can be given the circumstances that he's going through. Oh no! Oh no, I went too quick into that halfway through. These tyres feel like they've got a bit of graining or a flat spot or something. Who are we catching here? Well, we're keeping him within distance. Not that it really matters to us where we're sitting. Everyone's so fucking quick. Majority of people are probably on fairly old tyres, averaging the 204s, but it's good to see that a lot of people are getting into the 203s for laps. And then you got some aliens at the front that have got some 202s. Did Rob make a mistake? He said Skyline, I think. The yellow flag warning sign. If you made a mistake, you definitely wasn't facing the wrong way. Wonder what happened to Mike. He was contending for P1. I think he was our pole sitter for qualifying. He's back in 11th. I mean, Bathurst is one of those tracks at the end of the day where, like, you make a mistake, just a light tap to the wall is a good couple of seconds of damage. And when you threading the needle every single lap, on a flat stick, you're bound to have a moment of misjudgment. Regan seems to be keeping RJ at bay. These tyres are gone. They don't feel no good no more. What, we've got 20 minutes with them? Let's hope they don't kill us. Fuck, that was close to the wall. They're going for fuel. 42 litres. So if you haven't, and you don't know yet, we're doing the 24 hours of Daytona this weekend. Definitely chuck a follow. It's going to be a long fucking stream. You're not going to want to miss it. That's for sure. So tomorrow, depending on what time I get back from being out with the family, we'll do a bit of a stream. But we got the touring car series on tomorrow night as well. The Shakedown on iRacing. So I'm kind of keen to see how that's going to go. I should be starting at 5:30 PM my time. Or it'll be 6 PM AEDT. Yeah, if you go off of 6 PM AEDT, should give you an accurate time of when it kicks on. I'm about half an hour earlier than the AEDT time. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I think. Yeah, comparing it to the Netherlands, I mean, the stream's going to be up for, I'd say, a bit over 24 hours. It's definitely going to be up for the 24-hour race, but... Okay, so it starts at 8 AM Netherlands time. I'm part of a team, so I'm with Rising Phoenix Racing. There's a team of 6 of us.
Thanks, Mr. McConnell. Thank you.
Same team that we did the 24-hour Le Mans with.
Line there.
Who are you driving with in your team? Unfortunately, Dan's not in the team. I ended up messaging these guys. Might have been a week and a bit ago, going, "Are you entering in the Daytona 24? Can I jump in?" And they were like, "Yep, that works out." Then they said like 6-man team's probably better than a 5-man team. So thankfully they allowed me to jump on board. But I might have to check in with like Dan and Abdul and stuff like that. Sometime there's a big event this year and see if, and even if it's like a 12-hour. Actually, I might. Oh, it's going to depend on how Dan's feeling. But I wouldn't mind checking if him and Abdul would like to do the OOR Bathurst 12-hour that's in February. Or if they want to do the iRacing Bathurst 12-hour. I have to check in with them and see if they're keen. Because I think registration's open soon, or they might be open now. You can do the night stints, it would be daytime. I think the last time I wasn't driving until the next day, so I was just chilling with the lads, having a chat to the stream and chatting with them. This was for the 24-hour Le Mans later on in last year. I was up for I was awake for like 36 hours, and it took me like a week to recover. It wasn't the easiest, but I mean, knowing me, I'm probably going to end up doing the same thing this time. But I just got to keep in mind that I'll only have the Monday to recover, so there'll obviously be no stream Monday next week. Like there was no stream this week, because I was doing Daytona 24-hour practice last night. But I've got to do the race on Tuesday, so I've got to like make sure I don't destroy myself, because I wouldn't mind actually doing Kailami. But the Daytona 24-hour car that we've got is pretty fucking quick. I'm not as quick as some of the other guys, but like, I mean, some of the other guys are pushing like low 43s around Daytona. I'm getting around the 45 mark. You can imagine it. There's a funny meme I might bring out of my eyes after the 24-hour race that we did last time. Like, I got a real bad lazy eye when I'm like overtired, and it gets pretty insane. We're in a Porsche GT3 for this 24 hours.
Yep.
24-hour Le Mans, we did the Porsche GTE. They wanted to go in the Lambo, but I think there was like a late call just to go into the Porsche. But the Lambo's fucking quick around there. In all the practice that we've done, the Lambos are fucking insane. All that straight line speed that they carry. These tyres are so fucked. The vibrations I'm getting through my wheel. Oh! I think we got a bit of steering damage. Did you end up getting official? You ordered a G29 not long ago, Feverish. Did you end up getting that? Fuck, this car. These tyres are completely done, man. And I have to keep an eye on Derek. About 5 seconds back. Nine minutes to go though. If these tyres pop, I'm gonna be angry. Oh, you got two, one for the kids with wheel and pedals, and one for yourself in the... Oh god. And one for yourself in the race cockpit with shift setup. Fucking hell. How have you been finding it? You enjoying it? Yeah, tyres can pop in ACC. It's the same as how you can blow your engine up and stuff like that. Glad you're loving it, Feverish. Hold left there.
Thanks, Cam.
Yeah, do the same thing, Mike.
Oh, thanks.
I got a bit of damage. Don't want to slow you down. You're just running AC in the AI season mode. Glad to see you're enjoying it.
Cheers, mate.
Getting the most out of it. There's so many mods and stuff like that for AC. Like a ton of mods. But give yourself a bit of time, like you'll get... I'm so glad I let them go past. Just give it a bit of time, you'll get better. It's one of those things like, it's only 4 years almost to get to where I'm at. You know, and I'm still learning a lot. Like, I definitely know I'm nowhere near the peak of learning. You love Tarkov? Oh man, how good is this Tarkov white bean? I was meant to stream at the start of the year. Ended up playing Tarkov for the first like 2 weeks. And now I haven't played Tarkov in... say maybe like a week I haven't played Tarkov. There are some other pretty good sims out there that you could get, like R-Factor 2 is pretty good. I haven't really spent too much time on it, but there's a lot of mod support. AMS2, Automobilista 2. That's quite good. Season pass is fucking expensive, but it's good.
Gotta do that.
Oh my god.
Cheers, mate.
I feel like the tyre's wobbling on the car, like I feel like it's about to fall off. Thank God we got 4 minutes left. Oh no. Someone died up here? Yeah.
That's my red.
3 minutes left. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, just lost Lord. Anyway, it's good fun.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Derek. 3 minutes to go as well. Sad to see, but he was P9, I think. But yeah, once you get more into the sim racing, you end up spending a lot of money. I find it so easy to shell out a ton of cash. Like at the end of last year, I bought some new pedals. They sent me back like $700. I'm glad I did it, but it's been a learning experience getting used to them. And I got fucking P1 behind me. Take left lane, Regan.
Faster car coming up behind you.
Oh, I'll wait for you as well, Andre.
Up in the S's.
Sector 2.
Yeah, and that battle's close for P1, P2. Oh god. Safer for me to do what I was doing there. I mean, I'm not going to gain any positions, but if I was to keep on going, I'd definitely be impacting the race for P1 and P2. So it's just safer for everybody involved to let it go. If these tyres weren't absolutely rooted, then we would have been fine to probably continue, but I'm just so slow over the top of the mountain. I can't get the turn that I need and stuff like that, that there's no point kind of pushing it to make a mistake and then wreck somebody's race, especially up the front after an hour and a half of going at it. It's about knowing when to back out when your battle's not there. You just bought a new boat, no more money. No more money on games for a while. Definitely agree there. Fucking hell, everyone's just come out of nowhere. Surely this is last lap. Do you do a bit of fishing though, Feverish? Oh my god. Yeah, final lap. I haven't done fishing in a few years. It's probably one of the best downtime things to do. Just go out on the water. Lots of fishing. Do you like commercial, or is it just something that you do as like a hobby? Oh, Gold Coast. I've not been up that way. I've heard the Gold Coast is quite a nice place to be though. Definitely a beautiful part of the world. Oh, marlin and tuna. Far out. Tuna get fucking big, don't they? I'm fair sure tunas are fucking massive. I've only ever caught like small fish. I wouldn't know the names of them, but I've only ever caught small fish. Did it on one of my school camps like 12 years ago. This car is done. 60 to 70 kilo tunas. Fucking hell. Just quickly save this replay. I want to have a look at these tyres. What set was it? 15 did we go on to? No? Look how fucking trash the front tyres are. Marlin are over 200 kilos? Fucking hell. You'd have to have a fucking expensive fishing rod to drag them buggers out of the water. Yeah, you're pretty close with your prediction, Wardy. I think P13, I mean, given all of the mistakes that I've made over the course of the race, which was a bit unfortunate to say the least, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Actually, no, I take that back. I think it was...
Oh, good race.
P14.
That was awesome racing, Herbert, the first stint.
Yeah, that was so intense.
Oh, I got killed. I killed myself pretty much.
We'll be able to nail your prediction next time, Wardy. Guaranteed.
Cheers for the race, lads. Fraser, Danny and Driver, that was great racing at the start. Cheers, guys.
Thanks for the race.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Race.
See you guys.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Congrats, Reagan. Well raced, mate.
Let's have a quick look. Herbert taking out the win for the race in the Lambo. Fucking hell, RJ got down to 6 seconds from Regan. Oh, Danny up here too. That's good to see. Madford P6. Oh, 100% agree there, Wardy. Like, P14, given everything that happened over the course of the race, I'm very fucking happy. It was one of those ones where, like, it was just turning to shit as we were going. But, I mean, like I say, like, it's Bathurst and the mountain claims the best of people. You know, like, you can only push it so hard lap after lap before eventually you're going to have a mistake, but... Oh, yeah, very unfortunate with my incidents, Madford. Especially that one where, we were too wide coming up to the cutting. And I was like, are we going to go too wide? Are we going to go too wide? I tried to leave the room for too wide. I didn't realise you backed out, and I ended up going up into the wall. Did you end up incident-free, though? Did you stay out of the wall? You had a killer result, P6. P7 and P6 in your last couple of races. It's fucking good. No BMW in the top 10? Impossible. Yeah, Adrian, I think, had a couple of issues. think, well, he did 4 laps. Now, honestly, Madford, like, I've gone too wide with people through there before. It was just a combination of me making silly judgments. I mean, we had a couple of brutal moments. I mean, as you can see, like, there's some pretty gnarly laps. I mean, 220 is fucking... It's just those things. It's just a part of racing. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm really happy that you made it through. Oh, you did no tires, just fuel? Fuck. That's ballsy. That's the best fucking typo, Wilco. What did I kiss? I don't know, man. You didn't miss too much. These were the results. So I'm down here in P14. Massive amount of mistakes by me. I misjudged a lot. The McLaren tried to kill me numerous times, and it successfully did a couple of times too. But I mean, it was one of those things that I was really struggling here, especially no practice. I've been doing a lot of Daytona 24-hour practice, so I wasn't really expecting to survive that much. But the main one out of this, Batford, P6, it's a fucking killer result. Where do you qualify to? P10 to P6 over the course of the race. That's pretty good. But you know what you did miss out on? I'm gonna, I need to load this back up. The Naptic stream. If I can find out where it was. Was this on the restart? I think that was on the restart. Yeah, let me just try and put this onto the screen so you can have a look. Let me just get out of my race labs. Where is it? Window capture. Alright. Here we go. Alright. We gotta find it. Yeah, P14 is still good. I'm very happy with it. We got a loadings. What part of the stream was it in? I'm trying to remember where it was so I can show you. Redeeming hydrate. That's actually probably a good idea, to be honest.
Are they doing something else on Sunday that isn't yet?
Nah, it's a team challenge one.
I need to try and find out where it is. Oh, this was the practice where we just booted back in. Here, watch this. I think I found it. This was the original race start. If it wants to load. Ready? Watch this. This is why we restarted the fucking session. I don't think there was any audio to it. No. That's why we restarted the session initially. It was a very interesting start to the race. Do they go into a replay of it? Yeah, it was fucking massive, hey, Bedford. Yeah, crew chief's just, oh, it's just a scratch. I think we're gonna have to go back here. We had a better view of it before. Yeah, what the tits was that? So, like you can see it here, Regan got onto the grass, and it was at that moment that he knew that he fucked up. And then there was only one person, or some people, one person skated through it, but it was a fucking massive pile up. That was right on the start. He had the clarinet race to go. He left. He did 4 laps and left. But yeah, that was the kickoff for the initial race, and then obviously we rebooted the session. I'm fairly sure there was another view of it. I didn't save the replay, I should have. Oh yeah, back here. Yeah, watch this. This is even better. Better viewing. You can see him drop off the curb and then just went into it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he rocks up. Oh, you did that in an RPR race as well? It's not easy. Like, especially when, you know, you've got a car that's flat onto the ground, like the Lambo, to drop off the curb. But it was in that moment that I turned around to everybody and I'm like, look, like, up to you guys. Do you want me to restart the session? Everyone was like, yup. So I'm like, oh, give me a moment. But yeah, if crew chief was on, he would have been like, well, it's just a scratch, man. Just keep on going. We can still, you know, a good start. Fucking I could have only imagined who had crew chief on and what they would have said. I'm probably sure Naptic and that would have saved that replay. Bathurst push you wide. You bounced and came back onto the track and took out like 5 cars. Oh, that was the McLaren Bathurst race that they did. Yeah, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Like, Bathurst is such a tough track to master. Like, you make one small mistake and it will kill you. Like, it'll make you regret everything that you thought about. Like, there's no easy way about it. I mean, we lost a couple of drivers after that incident. I think we originally started with 23. And we lost 2 drivers. They just went, nah. Could have been a combination of the session running later than it normally would have. I mean, we should have finished fucking ages ago, but, you know, we ended up running longer than what we should have. Oh, you did some laps with Hef, John, and a couple of others. Hef is getting up to speed. Brand's had to practice race tomorrow night. Yeah, I might jump on. I've got to see how I'm going, because tomorrow night I've got the Touring Car Series race with Shakedown on iRacing that I didn't end up doing last week. So I wouldn't mind doing it this week. I might have to see if I end up jumping on. Yeah, does Madford have a teammate for it?
Green light. Go, go, go.
Because I might have to, depending on what happens, I might set up my shit again and do it. Oh, you were talking about Penguin? Fuck the Penguin, dude. Absolutely fuck the Penguin. There was something about that Penguin, dude, that I was not a fan of at all. Not a fan of it at all. I think it's Mac. I think it's going to be a good race. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing everybody back in action again. It's going to be really good. I wouldn't mind seeing another KRL season. Kick back on. But I think it's going to be one of those things that just see what happens. I mean, ACC gets re-released on PS5 next month. So I think it's going to be one of those ones we've got to keep our eye on it and see what happens. But without getting too carried away, tomorrow, depending on, like I said earlier in the stream, depending on how I go tomorrow, we'll do a stream. It's really going to depend on when I get back home. I don't know yet. But we've got the Shakedown Touring Car Series on iRacing tomorrow night. So we'll probably end up doing that. Thursday should be normal day of streaming. Go back into the VRS or something like that. Sebring's on this week. Friday, no stream. I got to practice more and more and more. Because this weekend, as you can see, we've got the 24 hours of Daytona. on iRacing. So if you haven't, make sure to follow the stream. Cheers to everyone as well for the follows. Wardy, Buller, Kingston and Jordan. Cheers for the follows. We'll turn some music up. I'll ease you guys out for the evening. Thank you so much for all the support. Been a tough race. Cheers for sticking with us. Take care. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Oh, who are we teaming? Who are we teaming with? let me turn this back down again. We're teaming up with RPR, so we're doing the 24-hour race with Rising Phoenix Racing. Same people as before. So we got Dave Hughes, aka Bob Hoskins. We've got Glenn. We've got Notice, like Tom. We've got another Tom, and I can't remember the other dude's name. Jared, I think? I don't know. They're all doing practice. I can see they're all doing practice now, so I might have some dinner and might cut a few laps with them and see what they're doing, but I mean, I've been doing a good couple of hours with them. But you know, it's a good team. It's going to be a good team for the race. I'll share a little bit more information about that tomorrow if we do a stream tomorrow. I'll see if I can get some information off the guys that I can do a spiel about. But yeah, it's going to be good. You're not going to want to miss it. It's happening. It starts at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I think. It starts at like 5:30 p.m. for me, but you know, there's like a whole 24 hours of racing to watch. It's going to be fucking chaotic. Alrighty. Take care, everyone. Cheers for tuning in. Cheers for the support. Have an easy night. Have an easy afternoon. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Just let it rain.
Tell me only a secret.